underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this. At their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the move, it's Holmes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. How about that heads-up play? You're coming out of the backfield, and all of a sudden the ball's in your breadbasket.
Yeah, how about that? Just seeing the ball tipped up, deflected in the air. The running back's like, all right, I'll take it. I'll make the catch. That goes down in the stat book as a catch.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off play action. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it, and breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. How about this dude going off script for the Noles, not necessarily known for his running ability?
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
After the run, now the throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed on the outside, it's Pittman. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up fourth.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab, it's White. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Sets up the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He's got him still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The first snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the kick.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Sooners want to move quickly. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Here's the pressure. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Florida State.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking for a man, it's Castellanos. Quarterback now breaking the field. They get to him, and boy, did this defense need that. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Gonna take a shot. Picked off. Takes it the other way. He's run out of bounds after the pick. Clock shows 0, and that's how we'll end the first half. The Noles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Noles! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right fold. Nice job.
Caught in the backfield in spurts. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Batir. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down. At the 45 on its way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's going for the big play. He caught it. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? 1st down here for the offense. Looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Leaves it with the running back. And they got him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Dropping back, it's Batir. Here's the heat. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering his shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He's got it. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the 1st down. It'll bring up 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. The inside handoff. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Got some room in under the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
Bringing the heat. Striving for the goal line. Loose football.
And that's unfortunate for the offense. A golden opportunity to walk away with 2 extra points, but you fumble it at a critical juncture in the game. How's this one going to impact this game?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lucas. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Now, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lucas. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll ride the hot hand. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Finding open areas. Quarterback gets past the marker. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Grab near the marker. It's Tatum. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
He spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
So now it's second and long. Wants to throw again. Unloads it left. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Finds the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air, it's Mateer. Escapes trouble. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down.